Or instead of putting on the blue sweater every single day because that's predictable, you always wear the blue sweater every single day, switch it up and put a yellow one on, right? You always pull up to pump number 6, pull up to pump number 4, like little things like that, because those subtle micro changes that you decide to make on a daily basis, they are putting you in a different reality. You are going to be quantum leaping into a different timeline whenever you choose to do something different. Now, this is high level quantum physics stuff we're talking about here. This video is not necessarily about that, but those principles still do apply because they are universal. This video appears when you're ready for something different to take place in your life. If you've been tired of the same old cycle of bullshit and you've been feeling stuck, like no matter what you do, there's no getting ahead. You take 2 steps forward and then next thing you know, you're taking another 8 steps backwards. If that sounds like you, then you should stick around because I'm going to give you the 3 simple and easy steps that you can take today to see an immediate change and difference in your life. Because what you want totally exists here and now. Time is not linear the way that we all think it is. And this is not a video about the conundrums of time, but it is important to at least take into consideration that time is a factor that we don't need to like consider too much when it comes to manifesting what we want. See, the problem is a lot of us feel this way because we want what we want right now. We don't understand that there is a process and that there are steps that we have to take in order to get there. So I'm just going to give you some clear-cut examples and things that I've done in my day-to-day life to get myself to the position where I'm no longer living in survival mode. I no longer associate and deal with people that are harmful and hurtful to me or do nothing for the greater of my good. Like, you know, I'm no longer in spaces and places that I used to be in simply because of these 3 simple steps that I'm going to share with you right now. It wasn't that long ago that I was feeling the exact same way. I'm a single mother of 2. I'm 34 years old. And for the longest amount of time, I used to feel stuck. I used to feel like no matter what I did, that there was no coming out of the hole that I've dug myself into. But that's the thing. In order for you to see any changes and differences in your life, number 1, you're going to have to be very honest with yourself. It takes a good amount of honesty with oneself in order to see any type of changes. So number 1, we need to take a step to get real with yourself. And it does require you to separate yourself from people. You might have to go alone into a space or create time for yourself where there's nobody around you, no family, no friends, no nothing. Just you, yourself, and your own thoughts, because you don't really know what you want when you're surrounded around people. Too many of us are people pleasers and we end up just doing whatever the person next to us wants to do. Especially if you don't have a backbone. If it's hard for you to say no, you're going to find a very hard time in getting the things you want out of life. So you need to go meditate, journal, spend some time alone. But this is what I did. Step number 1 to change my situation from literally being homeless, sleeping on couch to couch, not having enough money, to now I'm able to sustain my own lifestyle as a single mother of 2 kids in South Florida with these 3 easy steps. So again, step 1, you got to get real with yourself and you need to spend some time alone, go meditate, journal, figure out what it is that you want. All right. Because you can't move into a higher level or a higher frequency if you don't even know what your higher self is asking you to do right now. So you're going to have to connect with that higher self. And to do that, again, take some time being alone. Like a lot of us, when we're going through these situations, would be like, well, Candy, I don't got no money right now. How can I go, take myself on a spa day or, whatever, I don't know, whatever you find relaxing that you can do on your own to get out of your own thoughts and like into the thinking of your higher self. Whatever it is you need to do, right? But let's say you're low on resources and you don't have money or time, You have to create it. Like you guys have so many fucking excuses for everything. Like you have to literally create the time and energy or foster that energy to go be alone to figure out what do I really even want. Because a lot of times we're feeling stuck because we're just in a situation that we don't want to be in because we don't want that. We're simply listening to our best friends or our partners or boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever, and doing the things that they want us to do versus doing the things that we want to do for our own selves. So find some free activities. Like I used to go to the beach, go to the park, or get savvy and find some free event that's happening in your city and just go, something that is in the realm of interest that you like doing every day naturally anyways. But you guys need to let go of these excuses and find time to be alone. Even as a single mother, like a lot of us don't have the time to just go out there and like spend time alone or be away from our children. So the time that you do get that, you need to really be taking advantage. Like, what are you doing in your free time? That's also going to be a good determining factor as to where you're headed and where you're going. If you spend a lot of your free time doing nothing, you're probably headed nowhere. So a lot of us need to just find more clever ways to spend time alone, spend time with ourselves to figure out what is it that we really want. And in doing those activities, we can find our passions. Like I didn't know that I was going to be good at trading or that trading was going to change my life until I ended up in a situation where I needed to make some money. And usually, whenever I would think about like going into trading or talk about trading, my friends and family would be like, oh, that's too hard. It's gambling. It's scammy, like whatever the case is. And I wouldn't go into it just because of things that they said. But when I started spending more time alone and I started realizing like, hey, this is my life. And if I don't make these changes, then nothing's going to change. That's when I finally start to see the results that I have in front of me right now. So, through the power of being honest with myself, spending time alone, journaling, figuring out what it is that I really want, I was able to find out that I'm really passionate about trading. Turns out I'm really good at it. And I've also been able to help so many people around the world to become traders and also, find freedom within that field. So the first step, just to recap, is to be hyper honest with yourself about your wants and your needs and figure out what is it that your higher self wants you to do by doing those things right now. This particular step, it's probably the easiest step out of all these things to do, and it's just to do something different every day. If you want to escape the matrix, you got to trick the matrix. See, the matrix knows that you're going to pick the Coca-Cola at McDonald's drive-thru every day. Like, you need to switch it up, right? Because every single possibility exists in our reality. It's all about what we hone in our attention and pinpoint our focus on that comes to fruition. So easy practice would be, again, to do something different every single day. If you normally eat bacon, eggs, and toast in the morning, what about switching it up and going for turkey bacon instead of regular, pork bacon? Or instead of putting on the blue sweater every single day because that's predictable, you always wear the blue sweater every single day, switch it up and put a yellow one on, right? You always pull up to pump number 6, pull up to pump number 4, like little things like that, because those subtle micro changes that you decide to make on a daily basis, they are putting you in a different reality. You are going to be quantum leaping into a different timeline whenever you choose to do something different. Now, this is high level quantum physics stuff we're talking about here. This video is not necessarily about that, but those principles still do apply because they are universal. So with my understanding of quantum physics, I understood that if I'm honest with myself and I spend more time alone to figure out what is it that I really want to do with my life and my time, and I start doing things that my higher self would do, not tomorrow, not next week, but today, that I was going to put myself in closer alignment to what I really want in this life. So just do something different. Pick a different, pick something different to do. Like, eat a different food today. You normally don't eat the chicken, go ahead and eat the chicken today. You normally don't take this route home. You normally take the south route. Go ahead and take the southeast route. Like, I don't know, but do something different. You have to do something different. If you want a difference, you have to do something different. The third and final step that you could take right now is to allow good things to happen to yourself. Like, allow for good things to happen. In the Bible, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 says that in the Bible, Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 speaks about faith and how faith is when you believe in something that you cannot see, but you know that it is going to happen. So Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So with that being said, pretty much what we can learn from this verse about what the true meaning of faith is, it's to believe in the fact that you deserve to have all of these good things in life. If you don't believe it, if you don't feel like you're worthy of it, then how can the universe and God ever bless you to have it? You have to literally believe that you are worthy and allow good things to happen to yourself. So, the mind is very powerful, and whatever you tell yourself is what it is. If you tell yourself that your life sucks, then I'm sorry to say, but your life frankly sucks. But it is literally not anybody else's responsibility to give us a good life and to make sure that we have the life that we want and deserve. That is completely on us. And that's where the self-honesty, you see it coming back. We have to be honest with ourselves. Okay. Nobody owes us anything. No one is coming to save us. It's you against yourself. Okay. You are your biggest op in this game of life. All right. You need to just be honest with yourself about your wants and your needs, and take time to be alone and figure out what those wants and needs are. Choose to do something different every single day, and make sure you're looking damn good while doing it. Okay. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, good things happen to those who anticipate good things happening to them, and good things happen to people while they're looking good while doing it. So one of my life hacks, whenever I'm not feeling, my best, or I'm not like getting the results that I really want, I would literally sit there and just give myself a mini makeover. Like, I'll go do a whole full facial at the crib, wash my hair, refreshen my look, go put something nice on, put on one of my favorite outfits, even if I'm not going nowhere, and just feel better. Like, when you feel better, your vibrations increase, you raising your frequency, you're now going to be finding yourself closer to the things you want in life, and now attracting more results that are in alignment with you. So I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to give you guys 3 simple and easy steps that you can take today to start seeing changes in your life. So just as a quick recap, you guys, number 1, you got to be hyper honest with yourself. Okay. Let's stop lying to ourselves and people pleasing, and spend more time alone so that we can figure out what it is that we are passionate about, so that we can take action every day to make those passions become our reality. All right. Then the next thing you want to do, make sure that you go out there and do something different. All right. Don't just keep doing the same thing every single day. If you want something different to happen in your life, you have to do something different. All right. And it doesn't take a lot of money, time, skill, or energy to do that. You can start right now by simply choosing a different, just by simply choosing something different, okay, than you normally choose in real time. And finally, have faith. All right. Believe that you are worthy, and love yourself. Love yourself enough to know that good things are on the way. All right. Thank you guys for watching the video up until the end. And this is my first video of many. So I just want to give you guys a quick little disclaimer that there's going to be so much more to come. This is just one of many to start. And so I would really appreciate if you can support this video by liking and subscribing to my channel, please. Lord knows I need it. And I will be back with more content. If you guys have any suggestions on anything else you want to hear me talk about, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, leave them down below. And I will see you guys next time. I love you all. Bye.